We're good, I think. So, I'm going to get started now. I'll probably cut out the beginning, but I guess I'll start this opening, and what we're probably going to do is I don't want to talk during the initial cutscene. If there's any problems with audio, David, if you're still there, you can definitely just post up a notice if you miss me. Because this is important. Obviously, I want you guys to be able to hear me. And so I'll get started, and I'll tell that story about Axe and about the DLC as soon as gameplay starts. Loading. I'm going to go... I was just asked how many levels I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do at least 2 levels. I was going to do just 1, but level 1's pretty short. I'll probably do 2 levels at least.
Spartan Locke. I have spent enough years with Oni to know the truth. Once this is over, after all I have done, they'll order you to kill us both.
Fire Team Osiris. Over the last 72 hours, 5 colonies have experienced identical events. Massive destruction, Forerunner and Origin. And Dr. Catherine Elizabeth Halsey has managed to contact us. She claims to have information on these attacks.
Halsey is currently in Covenant custody on the surface of Kamchatka. Your mission is to insert behind enemy lines, retrieve Halsey, and bring her back to Infinity. Be advised, Dr. Halsey is accompanied by Covenant Supreme Leader Jul 'Mdama. If you have the opportunity...
Understood, Commander.
Good luck, Spartan Locke. Infinity out.
Tracking gear online.
Affirmative. Say, before we make this jump, anybody want to say a few words?
I figure if God can hear how scared I am, so can everyone else. Locke, you buying first drink when we're done?
You ask, you buy. Fire Team Osiris. The light is green.
This cutscene was first shown... I'm sorry, I'm breaking my promise. This cutscene was first shown, I think, on BuzzFeed. Don't ask me why they chose to premiere it on BuzzFeed of all websites.
Comm check.
Comms working fine, Locke.
Copy that, Tanaka. Spartan Buck online and ready.
Spartan Vale online.
Weapons free. Contact.
Okay, that is just one awesome cutscene. I love that scene. It is amazing.
Incoming!
We could have taken him.
Let's move. Fail. Keep it
Let's
here
get
on
started, shall we? David, if you're having
Tanaka,
problems
full
with your
security.
Xbox controller, can you still hear me, David? If you can still hear me, if you're still having problems, yeah, you unplug your Xbox. Really? What I would recommend, are you using batteries, like actual AA batteries for your controller, or are you using a recharge controller, out of curiosity? Do you have a battery pack for it? I mean. This is a really good opening. I gotta give them props for this. I know that this premiered, they showed this level actually.
Halsey and Adama are holed up inside a Forerunner structure ahead. That's our target.
So Halsey called us?
She said there was something big out there and gave Captain Lasky coordinates to find it.
It must be something big.
One hell of a trap.
They showed this actually during the Halo 5 live presentation, which actually I think holds the record for biggest live stream of all time, which is pretty cool, I think. You're using a rechargeable battery pack now. Okay, so David, I'm not much of a tech expert, but I do know, a lot. And so you're using a USB cable to charge your controller, out of curiosity? If you are, have you, what's the word I'm looking for? Have you got the most recent firmware installed on your controller? I had a, no, a Covenant weapon, like a, there we go. That it? You're using a docking station. Okay, that might be it, because third-party controllers and I've noticed this about certain things. I don't know, what are you using, like a first-party controller, or are you using like a third-party one, like made by Nyko or something like that? Are you using a Microsoft controller? I just know that most of the time third-party manufacturers are just terrible at making quality products that last. And because of that, sometimes desyncing can happen. It can break down much faster than expected. A couple of, 100 possibilities. If you're using an actual, like, real Microsoft station and a Microsoft with a Microsoft controller, I recommend. How do I put this? You're using the controller that came in with the console. Okay, so. Is the battery pack a Microsoft battery pack? I mean, you do know, like, obviously the sync button is right here. Like right here on top, you can just sync that along with the side button.
I respect the Forerunner builders. They made things to last.
Shoved it in every corner of everything. Can't land on a planet without tripping over something they left behind.
Forerunner soldiers.
Oh boy.
Up the cliffs. Get after them. Soldiers just teleported through that ice wall.
Where's the... There we go. Suppressor. I want a suppressor. Here we go. There we go. Battery... It might be the battery pack. Pull your battery pack and try to run it on just regular batteries and see if that fixes your problem. If it does, perfect. If not, consider flashing the firmware inside your controller. I don't know if you have any USB 3 compatible control cords. If you buy like a Xbox One plug-in charge kit, they do come with cords like these, basically. You can simply just plug one end into the USB 3 port on the front, and you can plug the other end into one of the USB ports on the Xbox One, and see if your controller needs a firmware update. That might fix your problem right there. But only do that if you actually, obviously, remove the battery pack if that happens, basically, and use either AA batteries or a proper Microsoft, charge battery. Just for safety reasons, I don't want anything to like. It could be that battery might be bad or overloaded. I don't want to speculate, basically, but
Fire with a purpose.
I have never had good experience with third-party stuff. Not third-party hard drives, not third-party controllers, not third-party memory cards, nothing. I've never had good luck with any of that stuff. Plenty of good experience with first-party stuff, but no third-party good stuff. Yeah, better aim than I remembered. So, as I was trying to say before, we got sidetracked into troubleshooting. So, like I said, they're basically giving away a lot of cool stuff, like armor packs and stuff like that, with pretty much stuff like, I don't know, the recent Halo novel included a rec pack code. I don't think it could completely break your controller. If you remove it, it'll probably start working again. I mean, if it does, you can always just buy another controller. If there is a serious issue with, like, it's the console itself, you might have to call Microsoft and have them check it. But let's break it down one at a time, basically. Let's check the battery. And if it's not the battery, like, switch to AAAs. You can do that, or AAs, whatever they use. Just do that first. You basically break it down one at a time. So yeah, as I was trying to say... Okay, this guy keeps shooting me. There we go, there's one. One of the giveaways that they were doing, amongst many others, was that they were giving away download codes for anybody that picked up a gift set, like a Christmas gift set for Axe body spray. Apparently, Axe was, had a deal with Microsoft, and they were including download codes for Recon Armor if you picked up the gift pack, like your Christmas Axe gift pack. Well, I scoured about, I don't know, at least a dozen places to try to find a gift pack, and I know my parents did as well, actually, because I told them about it. I have so much Axe in my bathroom right now, bottles and bottles of the stuff, and not a single pack I found or purchased, either by myself. Yeah, it worked fine until you got the battery pack. Take the pack out, okay? Then take the pack out. Just use AA batteries for right now. See if that solves the problem. If that solves the problem, I'll give people the heads up to basically avoid those batteries. I know for a fact that first-party batteries work just fine. I'm using a first-party battery right now, and I have no problems. Battery, will go dead after about a week, but it's rechargeable. It happens. If that fixes the problem, like if you switch over to just regular batteries and your problem goes away completely, I would toss that battery pack in the trash or try to get your money back on it. That having been said, there were several products that were involved in this as well, not Axe, but others, like Monster, for example. Sorry, Balls, for telling this story. I kind of feel like if I talk about Monster, I feel like I'm cheating on Balls with Monster, but really, I don't drink Monster at all. My girlfriend has a sister who has a boyfriend, and that's a mouthful, who is obsessed with Monster, only drinks Monster soda. And he fixed my car recently. So, or at least diagnosed my car, is what was wrong with it. It was a problem with it, and he diagnosed it. And so I bought him a monster, like, because I know he drinks this stuff. And I bought it at Best Buy. And when I bought the monster at Best Buy, I actually, no joke, Best Buy actually was nice enough to include a download code in the receipt, even though I just simply bought a can of it. And that got me a really cool looking green visor for multiplayer, so I'm really happy about that. All right, well, if you're gonna get a Microsoft battery pack, I totally recommend them. In fact, no joke, I actually bought the battery packs before I bought the controllers because they actually ended up selling the battery packs before they sold the Xbox One. Like, you could actually buy the accessories for the Xbox One before the Xbox One actually went on sale. So one of the first things I bought was the battery pack. That everybody? So yeah, just pull that battery pack and see if that helps you. And if it does, then...
I noticed in the briefing Dr. Halsey lost her left arm. When did that happen?
Jewel did it. No idea when or why.
Reckon it wasn't an argument, or he'd have cut off her head instead of her arm.
If you have to, if you buy like one of those Microsoft battery packs, like an official first-party battery pack, they'll come with a USB 3 cable, and you can use that basically to flash the firmware on your controller. Oh, it's right here. The USB connection is on the top of the. Hold on. The USB connection's on the top of the controller, right next to the sync cable. It's a USB 3 connection. So if you have any USB 3 controller, I know will probably work. The one that comes with the Play and Charge kit definitely works. That's the one I've used. And you can flash the firmware for the controller from settings, as long as it's plugged in through USB.
The door is sealed tight.
Forerunner security station. Must be in lockdown.
Any way to lift it?
The Artemis can analyze Forerunner systems. Might be a way to override this door.
This Artemis thing one of your old Oni toys?
Similar. I convinced Commander Palmer to outfit us with prototypes. Systems analyzed. Looks like there's an override switch near the top of the room. Let's see. This should do it.
Oh, the USB connection on the console is there are 3. There are 2 in the back near the power plug, and there's one on the side next to the sync button. It's right next to it's right behind the disk drive. Basically, it's right next to the disk drive. So, any one of those ports you can just simply charge your controller from.
The Artemis did the trick.
If you have a controller port, or if you're using one of the Microsoft batteries.
They're assaulting the back of the temple. Bring in the Kraken.
Okay. I gotta give props to Microsoft. They were actually able to make a pretty beautiful game here, with and still be able to maintain good frame rate.
Hold position. Buy more time. Jewel's getting desperate.
How'd you learn to speak Sangheili, Vale?
When I was a kid, I was stuck on a diplomatic shuttle adrift in deep space for 6 months. My options would be real bored or spend the time getting smart.
There's a Easter egg right here. I won't. I already unlocked it, so I'm not going to bother playing it because it's just going to take up time. But in case you're looking for like Easter eggs and stuff, that's one. It's a collectible.
Our destination is on the other side of this battlefield. Watch out for the Kraken. The Covenant are trying to use it to break the Promethean lines.
I'd rather not get stuck between them.
Darn it. Yeah, this is a great scene, and something else I wanted to bring up was that one reason I really like this scene so much is because it's a continuation of basically the storyline from. Oh crap! They're getting a little handsy here. I'm gonna have to heal. Okay. There we go.
We lost Buck. Fall back.
Trying to help that guy charge the hill. I don't want to hurt him. Might actually get an achievement here if I can let that guy charge it. Go.
Kraken is falling back. Forerunner defenses were too much for it.
Oh crap. Almost fell off the edge there. Okay, moving on. This does take place after Nightfall. Nightfall takes place. It's basically the origins of basically. Oh god, I can't even remember the guy's name off the top of my head. The guy I'm playing as right now. Nightfall takes place after the events of Halo 3, at least. I don't remember if it takes place before or after the events of Halo 4. I don't know specifically. So that's important. Oh darn it! Come on, Vale, wake me up.
We're not leaving you behind.
All right, good.
Thanks.
Lost mine.
Soldier got a piece of me.
Let's see. What sucks is that unfortunately Mike Coulter could not Did I get knocked down again?
Nothing that can't be fixed.
Thanks, Spartan.
Mike Coulter, who actually played Locke, that's it, Locke. Who actually played Sergeant Locke in Nightfall, even though he was able to get his likeness, I think he got caught up in playing in the new Jessica Jones Netflix series. He's basically the hero for hire, which is cool. But he's so busy. He was so busy doing that he wasn't available for the series. And I'm dead again. And now I think I'm dead for good, actually, right now. I don't know if my guys can get up here.
Up and at him, Locke.
All right, okay, we're somewhere now. Buck is down. I'm gonna have to do this a little stealthily. As you know, there is one more way to get him.
I'm down.
Yeah, these Prometheans are easier. I'm basically just playing poorly right now. That's why I'm getting killed. I'm not being cautious. In the beginning of the level, I was cautious. I'm not cautious anymore, and I lost my good sniping weapon. I had a rifle that I was using for sniping, and unfortunately, I can't find a good rifle right now. I'm gonna take that rock. Oops. So used to the sprint button being the bumper. It's not anymore. I'm gonna take this thing. See how they like it even if I take this. There we go.
Soldier nearby. Back in the fight, Spartan. Going at the soldier.
At least they put in, weak points and stuff like that. I appreciated that at least. I should do it. I think that's everybody.
Area's clear.
Is there at least one light rifle or something up here I can use?
When we do this right, we bring our target home and end the
No,
covenant.
no light rifles. I'll have to keep this thing. But what I was trying to say before was, this is a continuation not of Halo 4, but of Halo 4's Spartan Ops. David, spoilers. How you guys that are not in the chat room can't see this. David had just brought up who the big baddie of the game turns out to be.
Not a leader. It was only a matter of time until his version of the Covenant started to break.
Well, it could stand to break a little faster if you ask me.
I have my own thoughts about what this decision was. There are a couple of things
We're close to Halsey's position.
I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the person who turns out to be the big baddie in this game was actually slated to be the big baddie of the first game. But they decided instead to make the big baddie be 343 Guilty Spark instead. But if you look at a couple of scenes early on,
we need her alive.
that big baddie, you know, or I should say that person who did not turn out to be the big baddie, kind of gave you a little bit of a red herring basically during one particular sequence in, I think it was at the end of Chapter 5 of the first Halo game. So I think that from a storytelling standpoint, they were going to make this person a baddie at some point, like that was a plan, and they just decided not to for, you know, probably fair reasons.
Get ready. Here they come.
Maybe they just liked this character and didn't want to make them bad, which is fine, you know. Like, you like the character.
I got a hostile on the run.
Come on. Sorry, I gotta focus really hard on that one. Timing on his helmet pickup is... There we go.
All right, danger is clear.
We move on Halsey and Jewel.
So yeah, I could not find... so yeah, there is precedent for this. I think that when it came down to what 343's plan, and by 343 I mean 343 Industries, the guys who made this game, I think when it came down to those particular plans, they wanted to make this particular person the bad guy for Halo 6. For this game, it's an all-encompassing story starting from Halo 4, and then after Halo 4 came the Halo 4 Spartan Ops, which were the 4-player co-op campaign at the end of Halo 4. This picks up right after Spartan Ops ends, and I'm really happy that this level confirms that Spartan Ops is 100% canon. And I'm pleased about that. So, also, there was one other thing. The bad guys in this particular game,
Heading up here.
meaning the Covenant, the Covenant itself, how much further can you stretch them, basically? Okay, we haven't seen the Flood in a while, so we could have the Flood for Halo 6, because the Flood do not appear in Halo 5. Yeah, they did name it. They did name the company after Guilty Spark. Yes, they did. So it's kind of hard for me to say 343, and I have to kind of say,
We should go.
do I mean 343 Guilty Spark or 343 the Industry, basically? Let's wrap this up. Our target awaits, and I won't speak during this scene.
What is the problem?
There are several. Would you like to discuss the finer points of casual reconciliation?
More human sarcasm.
So you have learned something from me, Jude.
You claim to be able to access...
And I can. However, I did not claim to be able to access it instantaneously.
No time to dither. You will also afford me the respect befitting of the Didact's hand.
Seems your fingers are an open rebellion, Han.
Enough!
Yeah, good looking.
Do your work.
Eyes on target. This location does not serve my needs. When she makes another transmission, I must
I
triangulate.
tire of this, Doctor. You have been chasing shadows for weeks to no avail.
Yes, Dr. Halsey did make her first video game appearance in Halo Reach, as I'm being told. She is voiced by Jen Taylor, who also voices Cortana. I think she also did the motion capture. I don't know if she did motion capture in this game, but she definitely did it for
It took you long enough.
the Spartan Ops cutscenes. But I'm pretty certain they used Jen Taylor as the motion capture model for all the performances of Dr. Halsey.
Fire Team Osiris, you are cleared to land in Docking Bay 11.
Such a cool scene. It's like very Star Wars-ish. I'm sure you recognize Thomas Lasky and Commander Palmer from Halo 4. When last we saw Lasky, he was just made Captain of the
I
Infinity.
sent you my position 3 weeks ago. I told you this was happening.
We'll discuss that in private, Doctor. Palmer.
What has she done? How far has it already gone?
Good work, Osiris. What do you think that's about?
Captain Lasky, you may remember, well, I should say a young Lasky, was the star of Halo 4 Forward Until Dawn. And that's his story.
I haven't seen Chief press himself like this since we were in boot camp.
He's fine, Fred.
And this many missions non-stop isn't fun.
Sierra 117 to Infinity. Blue team has located Argent Moon. Signs of hostile activity, but she's still here.
Copy that, 117. Eliminate all hostiles. Secure Argent Moon. You may deploy when ready.
Affirmative, Infinity. 117 out.
Here you go.
Thanks, Kelly. Everyone ready?
Affirmative.
You good?
Blue team. Fallout.
Yes, this game does look great, David. Right now, I think it's probably the best looking game on the Xbox One. Granted, I haven't played Fallout 4 yet. But it does look amazing, and it runs really well.
Throw the envoy out the airlock.
Hero pose.
Hull breach contained. Repressurization of affected areas completed.
What do we know about Argent Moon?
Oni Research Station. Went dark 19 months ago.
My opinion about Halo 4, I really don't know how I feel about Halo 4 or its difficulty.
Clear the Covenant and return this station to Oni.
Can I tell you something, Dave? Right now, Halo 2 is still my favorite game. Halo 2 out of the whole series is my favorite.
Pull down Argent Moon schematics there.
I remember being at Halo 4's premiere, at midnight.
Designing a new stealth class vessel.
They lost years of expensive R&D with this station.
And ever since then, I always picked up the Halo games day one. I actually got an original Xbox for Halo 2. The original Halo I could play on the PC for a long time, but I knew that Halo 2 probably wasn't going to go to the PC anytime soon, and I was right about that. It did eventually go to PC, but... I just didn't want to wait.
Our target is down.
Hostile contact.
Okay. Let's see what we got behind door number 1. The heck? Oh. Did not see him. Did not see him.
Grenade incoming!
Okay.
Enemy firing from the
Well, Halo Wars 2 is coming to the PC. You'll have to have Windows 10. And, of course, the Halo Spartan Assault game, and I think there was like Spartan Strike or something. Those are on the PC as well. They require Windows 8 or Windows 10 to play, although if you have either, you can pick them up on the Microsoft's digital store. Yeah, I forgot how fast these guys are. I need a plasma pistol. Okay, should I call foul that the Chief actually has some of those Osiris powers right now? For Fireteam Osiris when, no, this armor was not supposed to have these abilities? I don't know if that's a continuity error or intentional or... Sorry for the grenade, that guy was just aggravating me.
Data center is just ahead. Let's go.
Stop, we're trying to get away!
Data center.
We've got a complete set of data set keys for the station. We should be able to pull down Argent Moon schematics and find a path to central controls.
I know that a lot of people are probably mad that, you know, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Wars. Yeah, well, kind of and kind of not. Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike basically are considered canon, but the gameplay themselves is not. Basically, both games are framed in a way that
Grab the data and current population map.
Should be a straight shot to central control through the assembly bay ahead. There's still prowlers in the hangar bays. Nobody from Oni got out of here alive, did they?
No.
Let's go.
The thing about Spartan Assault, I'm being asked about Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike's canonicity to the Halo series, and I could basically make them canon the same way that a holodeck recreation, if for those of you who might be familiar with Star Trek or something, a holodeck recreation of an event that actually happened, where you're actually a component of that. That's how canon Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike are, basically. In-game universe, these are... How do I put this? The levels that you play are not really events. They're 3D recreations, basically, of events that actually happen to certain individuals in the Halo universe. So they are canon, but the levels themselves are not canon, but the story is. I'm sorry, the stories are. I don't think the Flood campaign is, the co-op Flood campaign, I don't believe that is. But the rest are. Come on, guys. I gotta say, I really do appreciate what they were able to do here. Come on, Kel. Being shy?
Get moving.
On it.
You need to get this elevator moving and find the controls.
Take this position.
Okay.
Okay, Kelly just does not want to move. Must be a bug. And now everybody's in there. That was a jump.
Everything's ripped up.
They must be stripping that experimental ship for parts.
Scavengers, taking what supplies they can find. The Covenant's war against the Arbiter must not be going well.
Jul Dama is a lot of things, but he's no prophet.
Yeah, the command option, I'm being asked about the command option in the game. The opportunity to basically have a squad and control it, even if there's not actual people inside the squad, is a much appreciated new feature. It took me forever to figure out how that worked.
Contact.
Get a little up close and personal here.
For the glory!
I mean, I remember playing PC games back in the early back in like the year 2000. I don't know if anybody ever played like Star Trek Elite Force by Raven, the guys who made Soldier of Fortune back in the day. They also made this great Star Trek game, probably one of the first really good Star Trek games of all time, Star Trek Elite Force. And that involved you getting together with a squad of basically Starfleet away, like your own little Starfleet away team, and all the cool stuff that you guys would get involved with. And you could use Starfleet weapons and stuff, which I liked. Yeah, it does have a mixture of RTS. I think that at least since like the original Deus Ex, there's always been like a desire to mix up genres and create new types of games and add where applicable. I feel like, well, whatever it is that you have to use, whatever features you have to add just to make the best game possible for what story you're trying to tell or what kind of game you're trying to make is fine with me. I mean, growing up, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, I was a first-person shooter type player. I very rarely was interested in real-time strategy or role-playing game. I'm sorry, I'm burping the microphone. Apologies. I wasn't very interested in any of those types of games. And as I'm getting older now, I am finding an appreciation, a much higher appreciation for real-time strategy games and role-playing games, which is why I've been playing Final Fantasy VII now as opposed to back when it was out, even though I was around and playing games when Final Fantasy VII first hit shelves. I think I got my first PlayStation 1 back in 2000, the year 2000 or 1999, 2000 or so. Oh, there's a shotgun down here. I want to pick up the rounds. Yeah, I like having interactive squad mates and stuff like that. Alright, let's start shooting. I got a few of them there. Wait, did I screw that one up? I mean, I really like this Hydra launcher. Too far away to make it useful right now. Let's see. Yeah, I loved Halo Wars. Halo Wars was probably like the first major RTS I ever played. And was able to beat. I mean, I remember playing like Command & Conquer 3 and stuff. Was never able to beat it, unfortunately. I mean, I actually had like one, Warcraft 3 Collector's Edition back, was never able to beat it. In fact, I think the farthest I ever made was the second campaign. Come on, I gotta go get Kelly. Oh, Fred's got her. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm more of a rifle guy than a, It's much faster just to go for headshots, especially in the higher difficulties. I mean, if I was playing on, like, heroic, I'm sorry, if I was playing on easy or normal, then I'd simply just I could get through this whole game very quickly with, like, just a plasma rifle. But, since I'm not, you gotta go for what brings down your characters fast, or your enemies fast, and that just happens to be, in this game, a headshot. And yeah, Command & Conquer 3 was extremely difficult. I enjoyed it, but I was never able to beat the darn thing. And I never picked up Command & Conquer 4 because they put some lousy DRM in it, and by that point, PC gaming was kind of on its way out. I may end up picking it up if they ever release it for, like, I'm kind of hoping that at some point EA decides to release it as an Origin on the house game, on the Origin system. I definitely pick it up then. I'm not a loyal Origin follower by any means. I don't use it. I don't buy stuff, but I absolutely will download anything they offer for free. And I am almost out of rounds on this thing. My God.
Let's move on to Central Control.
And I'm out of bullets. Was trying to get through this by conserving as many bullets as I could, but that just isn't happening here. What about the sniper rounds they were using? Maybe there's some sniper rounds up here, some kind of rifle I could use. Yep, here we go. Carbine. I can use this. Anything good in here? Some grenades. But I've got grenades. So, as I was trying to say before about, like, Halo 2 versus Halo 5 and Halo whatever, I am more of a Halo 2 fan. I guess out of, like, all the Halo games that are made, Halo 2 is still my favorite, and Halo 5 has not changed that opinion.
The Covenant seem particularly disorganized lately.
We're falling apart.
Finally.
It would be strange, wouldn't it? Not to be fighting them after all these years.
I wouldn't miss it.
Okay, I have just been notified by one of the persons, at least this is speculation, I guess, but I've basically just been told that Halo 6 could very well be the final Master Chief game. Obviously, they'll probably still make Halo games after that because, of course, we know Halo Wars 2 is coming. So we're definitely going to see other games in the Halo universe, but probably going to be the last Master Chief story. I don't know how I feel about that because I really like the Master Chief. I just do. I have a very strong affinity for the Master Chief as a character. I don't, it would have to be some, if they were going to basically start making like a Halo 7, for example, then those are going to be some very tough boots to fill, literally. And I know that just for this alone, a lot of people cried foul about this game, and I'm not spoiling anything because a lot of reviewers mention this.
Let's move.
Central Control is through those doors.
Because you actually don't spend most of this game playing as the Master Chief. You actually spend the majority of it playing as Locke. And a lot of people cried foul about this.
Blue Team, report. Sierra 117 to Blue Team, report. Sierra 117, does anyone copy?
Chief. The domain is open. Meridian is next.
Cortana?
John, the reclamation is about to begin.
Okay, if a woman ever tells you that the reclamation is about to begin, run! Run as far as you possibly can, and don't stop running away.
She's on Meridian.
Who?
Cortana.
Now, one of my viewers is speculating right now that...
You said she was gone.
I watched her die. We have a mission to focus on. We can talk about this later. Lights on. Frederick, get us back on course for Central Control.
Bringing up schematics. There's an elevator we can use, but access is 4 levels down.
Mark a path.
One of my viewers is saying that they're speculating that Locke could end up, or Spartan Locke could end up replacing the Master Chief as the playable character for the Halo story. I like Locke. I like the Chief better. So I really don't know how to speculate about this. If the bad guy of... If basically they're going to go with the bad guy that we think they're going to go with for Halo 6, I guess, and if that bad guy is defeated by the end of Halo 6, then yeah, it could make sense that they could choose to end the Master Chief story by that point. Let's start hitting these guys. Oh, come on, who woke him up? That works.
This area is clear.
Moving on.
Chief, what did Cortana say to you?
Not enough.
Well,
something about Meridian.
Okay, I have my own understanding as to why I think Locke is pretty much the main character of this game as opposed to the Chief, because let's be honest, you can't create a game like, let's say, with the story that they're trying to tell for Halo 5, and this is why I was okay with Locke actually taking the brunt of this game, is because they couldn't justify, at least I don't think they could, the person who turns out to be the main antagonist of this game. I don't think that they could justify the antagonist doing or sending out all of these enemies or activating all of these defenses against the Master Chief. They could justify, which would make for kind of a boring game. They could, however, justify the antagonist sending all of these bad guys and stuff like that against Locke, because Locke is a stranger. Locke could be construed as a threat to this antagonist plant. So I'm okay with Locke in this case because the Chief is kind of, you know, I don't feel like the Chief is playing second string. I feel like this is a story that they're trying to tell, and it just makes more sense to have Locke as more of a larger role, but still keeping the Chief around. It's basically the same way as why they had to have the Arbiter in there. You still had to have the Arbiter in the second game, but they kind of share the spotlight. But I considered Halo 2 to be more of that buddy cop type story, like two unlikely heroes must work together. That was, to me, the story of Halo 2, the story of the Chief and Arbiter. Here, it also has shades of that, but only towards the end. I think that Halo 2's revelation worked much better. Like the timing for Halo 2's revelation that the Arbiter is not a bad guy, and the two of these guys have to work together. I think it worked better for, the timing was better for Halo 4. I'm sorry, for Halo 2. But, I'm sure some people were like, that's still fine here. I actually don't use the shotgun this much. I'm surprised I'm using it this much. I guess it's because I'm playing on Heroic. I do not recommend using this shotgun this close if you're playing on Legendary. Because of that. That would have killed me on Legendary.
Tell it with an energy sword.
I got him.
Reach level 3. One more level down to the elevator for central control.
Alright, we're moving on. I forgot, this is a pretty long level, actually.
Covenant battle net just lit up.
Because a pack of Covenant ships just arrived. We're outnumbered here, Chief. A few thousand to one.
Surrendering Argent Moon is not an option.
Neither is fighting half the Covenant in close quarters.
Then forget about reaching central control. The plan
So,
changes
David,
to
which is your favorite Halo game?
Ship's reactor core is near here.
Same plan as the Perpetual Devotion.
We overload the reactor at evac. Ship explodes, destroying any ships nearby.
The reactor is below the lab just ahead. We can use air ducts to travel between them. Marking the access panel.
A lot of magnums, but no shotguns. David, so Halo Wars is your favorite, David. Okay. What did you think of... so, okay, then I have to ask this question. And I will reiterate what your response is. If Halo Wars is your favorite, what do you want to see in Halo 2? Do you want to see a new crew with a new ship and new characters, or do you want to see a continuation of what happened to the crew of the Spirit of Fire, and have that be about that? What is your decision on that? Oh, darn it.
I'm down.
That was me being stupid.
I've got you, Chief.
I'm up.
Oh my god! Alright, I died there. Sorry about that, but that was just me being foolish. They really, I mean, they kind of made the, if I may be honest, while they did make the Prometheans an easier enemy to battle in this game as opposed to Halo, how they were in Halo 4, they made the Hunters a lot tougher. Especially on the higher difficulties, but not only on the higher difficulties. The Hunters are very difficult to battle in this game, much more difficult than they were in previous ones. And that's you know, that kind of makes for a less fun game. I mean, look at this thing. They're doing a lot of damage to me. They're much tougher. I mean, I know they're tough enemies, but they did go down much faster if you had like good weapons, basically, in the other games. It's really unfortunate just how... It's really unfortunate just how long, even on the lower difficulties, it takes to bring these guys down.
Hold positions.
And how relentless they are. They're usually not that relentless in the later games. Usually a couple of grenades could bring them down. You see here, this guy is just completely relentless.
I've got you, Chief.
I mean, I'm dead, for God's sakes. It's still trying to kill me.
Let's go, Kelly.
Thanks, I'm good.
Alright, where is it? Did they kill it? No, they didn't. Oh, you see, this thing is freaking relentless. I mean, grenades don't stick to it. You want to see a continue? Okay, so you want to see a continuation of the Halo Wars story. So do I. I'd like to see. I'd like to see these guys come back. I'd like to see what happened to the captain. Did they make it back to Earth or not? I want to see that. Finally, he's down.
The reactor core is just below us. Let's go.
Let's go, Kelly.
Thanks, Spartan.
You actually get an achievement if you decide not to battle these guys and you instead bring them to the end of the level and battle them there. But since I'm playing on Heroic and not Normal, I decided to just leave them be. You can always just replay the level and do it then too. Like I said, these guys are annoying. They take forever to go down. They take even longer to go down on Legendary. And they're relentless.
The reactor room is just ahead. We can light this fuse and bolt.
No salvage for the Covenant. Right, let's go.
Yeah, this scene takes a while. You want to see Master Chief in Halo Wars 3, and if they do eventually make a Halo Wars 3. Well, we know for a fact, like, there's probably going to be extended universe stuff in Halo Wars 2. Of course, I'm out of ammo here. So I got a couple of shotgun rounds. I have no rifle left. I have no plasma pistol.
Controls are on the far side of the room. Eliminate the Covenant forces and get to those controls.
Okay, I got a plasma pistol now. I'll try to use that. Okay. I need this plasma pistol. Yeah, I got the sniper. At least one of them. Oh, crap. Like I said, they're relentless at these higher
System lock.
I don't even know what hit me.
Need support.
I saw no one.
Need an assist.
And nobody wants to save me right now.
Back in it.
These guys are just plain relentless. Need a higher. Alright, well, there's another guy down.
Leaps are still a threat.
Enemy turret still dangerous.
So, remember how long it's going to take me to get through this section. Imagine it taking even longer. Well, actually, they did do a story. I was just asked about hearing a story about how the Covenant War started, I'm assuming. There is a story about how the Covenant War started. It's actually written in Joe Staten's Contact Harvest. The Fall of Reach actually does not really go into how the Covenant War started, but Contact Harvest basically does tell that story. And it's a good story. Joe Staten wrote it. Joe Staten was one of the original writers on the Halo games. Although most people credit Jason Jones as writing. I'm sure he came up with the ideas for the synopsis and stuff, but it was Joe Staten that wrote the scenes and wrote the dialogue and the scenes themselves. Okay, there's a, what do you call it, guy down. Damn it. Miss holograms. I had a hologram, at least be something.
I'm up.
I haven't read any of the recent Halo novels or graphic novels, actually, which is kind of a shame. Once it became like, you know, they're releasing a new novel like every other day, basically, it kind of got a little crazy, and so I kind of stopped. But, you know, originally, like, a lot of those Halo novels were really good. I would still recommend them. Taking so much health out of me. Yeah, that guy's dead, but somebody's probably just going to take his place in just a second. I know there's like more guys up there. Just want this sniper. There we go. Okay, sniper's down. That's one. Alright, there's another elite down.
Elite's doing some damage.
That hurt. The grunts in Halo 5 gave you a lot of pain. Well, it wasn't the grunts that was as much of an issue as the just the sheer amount of elites that show up even after. Oh, something here. What's here? Anything useful? 2 bodies, but nothing useful. I know there's something above me that I could probably use. Alright, here's a little hint for you guys. There's a secret room up here, which is not that difficult to get up to. I'll head back over there. The problem is, they give you there's a pretty good weapon in there, which is why I recommend checking it out. But the thing is that if you get in that room, it's very close quarters, unfortunately. And even though you might be able to get into the room, once you get out of it, it's very difficult for you to, you know, take everybody out. If I remember correctly, it's somewhere up here. Is that it? No. Oh, there it is. There it is. That'll do it. Okay, maybe not. Supposed to basically just ground pound this. There we go. And here's a secret room. There's a DMR in here, which I'm going to take. Hydra launcher, which I'm also going to take. And I think there's like an Easter egg of some sort in here, maybe a skull or... I don't remember. Oh yeah, here's a skull. The Black Eye skull is here. Gotcha.
Area's clear. Initiate the overload.
Alright, here's reactor control. Over here. And of course, all you gotta do is just push a single button and you can basically make this whole thing just go completely crazy.
Got it. Reactor's overloading. Move for the hangar bay. Containment.
Containment?
Was going to try to cool the reactor.
I guess UNSC is better reactor safety protocol than the Covenant.
We can stop that. Board the reactor.
Board the reactor?
If it's being moved, we should go with it.
Hey, let's get on board. So this I kind of like, actually. It does make sense in universe that if you have a reactor, any type of reactor that can overheat, you have to have some kind of safety protocol. I mean, that's just standard OSHA. But in video games, you know, we like to imagine that all it takes is like one button and the entire place can go bye-bye in a couple of minutes, if not instantaneously. It sure makes for a less boring game, but I think here it works because we're basically going to go anywhere we were going to go anyway, so.
How do we stop it?
It's a nice little
Sheds
twist.
located on either side of the cooling chamber.
I do like the grunts. I like the grunts.
Reach the control
They're
sheds.
fine.
Get the cooling system offline.
Okay, let's see if I can take it. He's out of range. Okay, I gotta find. Oh, here we go. This'll work. This level is so annoying on Legendary because there's so few checkpoints, and you're constantly being fired upon. Alright, I'm going for this just for safety reasons right now. At least it's safe in here for at least a minute or two. There's a secret room in here. And some weapons. Okay, this'll work. Anybody up there? Say we take this. Alright, that was not enough. Great.
Taking a new position.
I'm going to take the fuel rod cannon now. See if that works.
Shades are still closed on those coolant pipes. Find a way to open them.
Oops, that's that guy's on my side. Alright, where do I find the pipes? Okay, over here. This'll work. Guys on my side. They're dropping off guys that are useful to me. But I know that there's bad guys over here. Or another, yeah. This guy's bad. See if I can take him out. Alright, he's out. Okay, we're out and about. I think I got him. Got those two guys too. Alright, go for a little safety spot. They should open the vents.
Warning. Security shutters disengaged.
Override activated.
Cooling system shutters.
Oh boy.
Perfect. Coolant system inner workings are exposed.
Eliminate the targets, Blue Team.
Grab Banshees. We can target the pipes more easily from the air.
The Armada's been alerted to our presence. Reinforcements inbound. We're sending Phantoms.
Oh, I say again, all systems have been alerted to your presence. The main entrance seems to be the only way in or out. All of the... Great. I'll take a Banshee then. Start shooting these things. Keep firing! Hey, you ever see? Hey, David, you ever see that movie Spaceballs? Ever see that movie? It's a great movie. I love that movie. You see these guys, and they're all cross-eyed, and you find out that they're the gunners. And Rick Moranis looks at him and says, "Who made that guy a gunner?" And the guy responds, "I did, sir. He's my cousin. He's cross-eyed too." Oh boy. I'm gonna get killed. Alright, I'm gonna grab a new one right now because that one's in bad shape. I'll take it. Oh.
Keep firing on those coolant pipes.
Alright, there's one. Alright, my shield's down, but I'm okay. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. Oh, crap. Jettison. I think somebody fired something at me right there. That hurt. Alright, what have I got left? There's a vent there. Okay. Okay, what's left? There's a vent down here.
We lost Fred. Regroup.
Alright, one more. Alright, what else is down here? Oh, crap. Crap. Why, how long have I been playing the game for? Well, I did crank up the difficulty. I said I was only going to play the first 2 levels, or I was thinking about just playing the first 2 levels. I forgot the second level was longer than, you know, the first one's pretty short, so figured I'd play the second level, and this is a pretty long level. I'll wrap it up after this level's over. I just want to clear out some of these guys before I go for that last one. And, of course, they're going to bring more people in. Hey, I'll blow them up. Oh, crap. Alright, where's the last one? Alright, screw it. I'll just go for the last one. I think my voice is starting to go anyway. Alright, that's the last one.
Coolant system failing. Reactor core temperature rising. Immediate evacuation advised.
Evac now.
Banshees aren't fast enough to get clear of the reactor explosion.
I'm playing on heroic.
No signal on autopilot retrieval. Armada must have taken it out.
Frederick, find the nearest hangar bay. We're taking a prowler.
Come on, go down.
No signal from Linda. Hold positions.
Alright.
This station's about to be slagged. Move to the prowler. There's the hangar entrance.
Alright, let's do it.
Prowler is just inside, through an airlock.
This is a long level. I mean, I don't think it's the longest level, but this is a pretty long level in the game.
Reactor core temperature has exceeded 1,373 Kelvin. Failure imminent. Immediate evacuation advised.
Alright, we're going for the Prowler.
More Covenant.
One thing I did appreciate about this game, and this is another reason why I like it, I like how the game can transition so easily from regular, you know, first-person shooting to, okay, now we're moving on, and we're gonna be in space now. We're gonna be battling in a small space environment. You rarely see that in games these days. I mean, I remember loving the game Prey. I don't know if you ever played the game Prey. It was from it was out in 2006. But I remember Prey did that, and I loved Prey for doing that.
Marking the Prowler's control panel.
Launch controls are here.
Alright, let's power it up.
Vehicle launch preparations initiated. Fuel cells at 0%. Initiating fueling.
Hold off the Covenant while the Prowler preps for launch.
Gentlemen, let's plow the road! I think the SAW is my favorite assault rifle in the game.
More hunters!
Ah, damn it.
System lock.
I don't know if I'll be able to get up from that one.
On me. Need support.
They're chewing me up.
I need a hand.
Yeah. That's a tough one. Alright, where am I now?
More hunters!
Alright, I'm gonna hold off going after those hunters just right now. These things are so freaking relentless. Oh, that's not right. That one wasn't right. Now I'm back here.
More hunters!
I don't know how I got killed there.
I need support.
I don't know how I got killed there. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. These guys are freaking relentless! And there's so many of them.
Give me a hand. Need a hand here.
I have no idea why these guys are being this relentless.
Firing on the hunter.
Okay, what is hitting me now? I saw nobody hitting me. I don't know what's hitting me right now. Alright, I'm almost out of saw rounds. Maybe I should take one of these battle rifles. Yeah, I did like, you know, my girlfriend has a father who's a former Marine. And the way, I haven't shown him Forward Until Dawn, but I want to show him Forward Until Dawn. I think he'd really appreciate it. He's a huge fan of that Clint Eastwood movie I think it was called Heartbreak Ridge. And I have described, I said I wanted to show the movie to him, and he's like, well, how would you describe the movie? And I said, I would describe how Halo 4 Forward Until Dawn as basically Heartbreak Ridge that ends in an alien invasion. And he understood, you know, I thought, wow, I think he kind of thought of that as like a novel approach that he liked. Alright, I'm just going to heal right now. Please tell me at least, no, I still didn't get one of them. Okay, I'm out of weapons there.
Gotta drop this hunter, blue team.
Do I have anything here? Okay, there's a railgun here. That might work. Did I get one? I did get him. And of course I blew myself up, because of course I did.
Blue team, I need a hand.
Come on.
I've got you.
I think I'll be okay.
Enemies charging. Let's get you stabilized, Kelly.
Oh, crap. Can I get him? Alright. I got one. Got another one.
No signal from Fred. Hold position.
I got another one. I'm trying to save my railgun shots for the big guy. But I kind of want to thin out the numbers before I start going after the big guy. I'm out of grenades. Damn it. Did that get him? Got him. Big guy should go down now. I should do it, I think.
Prowler fuel cells at 100%. Launch is primed.
Prowler is ready.
Board now, blue team.
Alright, let's board. That it?
Clear.
Okay, that is it.
Time, Linda.
89 seconds.
1 moment. I'll leave the stream running for right now. Just give me a minute.
Sierra 117 to Infinity. Argent Moon scuttled. I've reassigned blue team. Destination Meridian. Potential contact from Cortana.
Negative 117. Another team is already being prepped to deal with her.
What the hell?
You're to return to Infinity immediately.
Negative Infinity. I don't like it.
Whoever they are, let's get to Meridian before they do.
Kelly, no.
No need to do this by yourself, Chief.
They won't court-martial all of us, right?
I tried to warn you this was happening. Cortana is no longer an asset, Captain. She is a danger. She has access to the Forerunner domain, a galaxy-spanning network
Cortana's
that
alive?
allows her to control whatever devices caused this damage.
How is she?
Master Chief believes she contacted him.
No, John must not speak to her.
He's gone in search of her.
You let him go?
How is
Nobody lets the chief do anything. He does what he wants.
Until 0631 this morning, when he was declared absent without leave.
This isn't about the Master
John
Chief.
is not equipped emotionally to deal with her as a threat.
Hey! Is anyone gonna answer me?
You're out of line, Roland.
Yes, sir. But so is everyone else. You created Cortana, Doc. And now you're throwing her out the airlock with these accusations.
Roland.
You think she tricked the Master Chief into abandoning his post? Respectfully, sir, to what end? Why is Cortana the problem? Because she refused to die when she was supposed to?
Oh, Roland.
You're okay with this? Not just another target, you know.
Every target is just another target, Buck.
Yeah. For you, maybe. I love being an ODST. Just point and shoot. None of this gray area BS. I mean, how are we even supposed to bring them in? Ask politely?
No.
The hell?
Armor restraint. Short-circuit their suit systems.
The lock.
I'm with the chief.
Every other Spartan, every soldier, when they hear about this, they're gonna hate us. You know that, right?
You're not the only one here because of him.
I was just asked if Locke or Chief is better. Who do I prefer? And I'm with the Chief. I'm an old school player. I gotta be with the Chief. Chief's my man. I think we're going to wrap up here. I just hit the checkpoint, so we're going to wrap up here, I think. This is the start of Mission 3. But, well, there's a lot I got to say about this game. Let's see. First off, I do like it. I'm happy I picked it up. I picked up the collector's edition of this game like day one, basically. Actually, I should say not day one, day -7, actually, because they released the collector's edition a week early. But I'm not disappointed by this game because I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit. What can I... There are a couple of things I was thinking about it. Like I said, I mentioned earlier I was upset with basically the oversimplification, especially with on Axe's end. When they just distributed like crazy all these codes for rec packs and stuff like that. I'm mostly a single player guy, so rec packs and things like that don't really affect me that much. But I do like playing multiplayer every once in a while. I thought the story was decent. It's not the best Halo story, but it's certainly better than a lot of game stories I've seen these days. And I really, and even though I really prefer Master Chief over Locke, the guy who plays Locke, I think his name is Mike Coulter. Do not kick my butt. Please do not kick my butt. Sorry, Mike. Please do not beat me up. I'm still a fan. I actually like Nightfall. I mean, I liked Forward Until Dawn better, but I did not hate Nightfall. I know there were a lot of people out there that hate Nightfall for some reason. I actually did not. I was fine with Nightfall. I hope they get him back. I know that they're working on a Halo TV series, a separate Halo TV series than what has already been seen, that Steven Spielberg is producing for Showtime and Xbox Live. I'd like to see him back. I'd like to see. You know, I like to see the recognizable characters in the Halo universe back. I really like to see what kind of story they plan on telling. But it just seems like that probably will be a while because they're still negotiating with the networks on how they want to distribute this particular series. I think Microsoft could probably distribute it themselves. The fact they're offering it... It did have a... You know, okay, as David is telling me that he wished Nightfall had the Covenant included with it in the story. There was one Covenant character, but really, you didn't see Covenant really, and nor were we really ever seeing, you know, them ever fighting a Covenant army or something. It's just, you know, a couple of splinter factions here or there. Maybe that was done for budgetary reasons, although from what I heard, the movie had a very good budget, like a very high budget. They could have done an all-out Covenant battle, but that didn't seem to be the kind of story that they wanted to tell. Could have used more Covenant, though. I was kind of hoping for a more complex story there. Most people at this point probably argue that the ending of Forward Until Dawn is probably the best ending they could have gone for. The best way to show a Covenant invasion and everything else. And I would have liked to have seen Forward Until Dawn with a budget on par with what Nightfall had. That would have been nice. But, you know, maybe we'll see that for the Halo TV series. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe they're saving it for that. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. So I'm going to wrap up this stream. I was going a bit longer than I expected to. But I want to thank David for checking out the stream and for contributing to it. And for recommending I do this stream. I wasn't planning on doing Halo 5. But I'm going to have to review the footage and see what's going on before I consider posting it up on the internet. But I want to thank you for watching and for commenting on it. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching it. Please, David, visit my website, GameAccess.net. Post up any comments about any future Let's Plays you'd like to see. I'm probably going to go back to Final Fantasy VII after this. It's much easier for me to do a PS4 stream than it is to do an Xbox One stream with the way you were saying you were having audio problems. I think that those are solved. But I'm probably going to want to review this footage before I see what I'm planning on doing with it. So until next time, guys, probably see me playing Final Fantasy VII on PS4. I'd like to thank you for watching. If this ends up on YouTube, thank you for watching that too. So take care. My name is Maniac. This is Maniac. Twitch.tv/Maniac536. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/Maniac536 or my website GameAccess.net. Take care, David. Take care, you guys out there. Over and out. Till next time.